Hey folks, for many of us, seed starting season is upon us. And for many of us, we have to start our seeds indoors. So you have your seeds, you have your heat mat, and you have your grow lights. But what are you going to put your grow lights on? I got these, but there's no stand included. So I came with a great idea on how to make a stand for it. It's not only cheap, but your fourth grader could do this for a little project. It's that easy. So come on, let's get started. Now these grow lights, they're about 23 inches long. They have these little hooks here you can use to hook it down. It also came with these little hooks here and a chain, little thing here for a screwdriver for that hook, and some more little Z hooks. What you need to buy, I bought a 10-foot PVC pipe. Fairly sturdy. It does flex on, but that's fine because this is not a very heavy light. Now, in order to get this job done, you don't need too many tools. Simple tape measure, a hacksaw, or to make it easier for me, I already have this little pipe cutter and a drill. So I'm going to measure out, that's 23 inches. I'm going to measure out, 25. It's my stand, my option. So I measure out 25 inches, mark it. Now you can use a hacksaw, but this made a nice smooth cut. I don't have to go behind it and sand it down. So this is the top part where the stand's going to hang. Now my legs, I don't know exactly how tall my seedlings will be before I put them out, but I'm sure they're probably going to be at least 5-6 inches tall. But to be on the safe side, and since I have the chain to adjust, I'm going to measure this out at 12. That's Bear. He's saying hi to the neighbors. He's so friendly. Prince, Bear, Prince. He doesn't like my neighbor's dog. Whenever she walks him, they just, well, you see. Anyway, I'm going to measure it out at 20 inches. So both of my poles are going to be 20 inches long. Both of my legs. Another reason why I like using this, the hacksaw is, if it slips, you can cut a finger off. And just with a little bit of pressure, you can slice through it very quickly. Not slice through your finger, but slice through the PVC pipe. Oh, I bought this pipe today. It was less than $5. This is 3/4 inch. I know. I probably should have gone for, I could have gone for an inch and a half. But I told you this was going to be cheap. The next thickest pole was like $10. Or it was $9. The main thing is, it's a $4 difference. And with that $4, I could have bought this, and both of these. So I did. So your next step connect your corner, and you kind of want to make sure you get them set up so that they're will sit flat. So once I put that in, I laid that down on the table here. Hope you can see that. I laid that down on the table so it's flat, and I made sure the next piece goes in flat as opposed to turn like this. It would have been a weird leg. It wouldn't have been nearly as stable. So press them in. Now I know some of you builders are wondering why I didn't use PVC pipe glue. I could have, but when the seed starting season is over, do I want this stand sitting around in my garage or my greenhouse somewhere? This can break down nice and tidy. Look. Once I'm finished, with all the cuts, everything can break down nice and tidy and basically be put in on a shelf or in a bag. Much less space. So anyway, next step, connect your legs. So that's how it frames out. Next, you can take these T connectors, press them in. And next step is to make some extensions on the T so you have a better balance on your stand. I have plenty of pipe left, but I don't really want these things sticking out. You know, I have big feet, so I don't want to be tripping all over stuff. So I'm going to cut these to, thinking on the fly here, people. I'm thinking I'm going to cut them to, 6 inches. And it doesn't have to be exactly the size that I'm talking about cutting it. I'm cutting it to my preference. It's not fine furniture, folks. So if it's a little bit off, it's no problem. Slide that in. Slide that in. One more cut like that. Or 2 more cuts. Now you might be thinking, hey, I have more than one grow light. And these lights here are made so you can connect them end to end. So if you have a grow light set up like that and you want to make it longer, I could have easily have made this the top pole. I could have made it, instead of 24, 25 inches, I could have made it 50 inches. I could make it basically whatever length you want to go with. But since this is going to be in my office, which is where I am doing all my seed starting, I don't want it too long. I don't want it too tall. I don't want the legs sticking out too much. I'm just kind of giving you a blueprint. Oh, and there's something else that you got to know. But I have to say that until the end because I think it's something that might be very important in case you want a grow light and you have a couple and you don't want to make it super long. Yeah, perfect. So now, the part with the drill. These things here, you might, I don't know if you're strong enough, you might be able to just kind of screw it in by hand. But they're made so you can put these in. and then screw these in. So I'm going to go that route. Now, since I want to kind of make it so that your holes don't have to be perfect, but it is best if you can kind of get them balanced out. So I put one hole, one mark on each end. I didn't go all the way through the pipe. I just went through one side of the pipe. Next up, take this here. So next, I just gotta screw these hooks in. That's pretty well centered. So look at that. Hooked just perfectly. See my little seedlings? I'm trying to grow everything from seed this year. So this is one very important thing you can also do with this. If I decide, and I may decide soon, to get a second grow light, like I said, I don't want to have a pipe going all the way across my office here. But I can add a T connector here and put another pipe here and run a second set of lights. Of course, if I do that, we'll probably cut this connector here, put the little T connector on here. That way I'll have a light maybe here and a light here. And you can do that for as many lights as you want to. So here's my update with double pipes and 2 sets of grow lights. And I think my seedlings are loving it, and so am I. Now let's get out there and get a little dirty.